Hi Coach, my name is Wil Wittmann. I'm a senior at Kaukauna High School. I have a 3.5 GPA and I got a 25 on the ACT. In school, some clubs I'm involved in are Diversity Club and Dream Club. My freshman year I played basketball and volleyball, but I decided not to go out my next year so I could focus more on school and golf. Outside of school, I work at Hain Meats in customer service about 20 hours a week. I got a job because I thought it would be good to learn how to balance several things like golf, school, and work. And it's also nice to have some spending money on the side and some to save. Besides that, I play CYO basketball. It's kind of like an intramural basketball. You just put a team together with your friends. I started golfing when I was about 3 years old. My whole family does it, so I got into it too. And I remember when I was younger, I always used to go out to my home course with my dad. There was about a 100-yard par 3, and if I would hit it on the green, he would buy me a candy bar. So I always wanted to get out there and do that for that reason. As I got a little bit older, I liked the competition of it through middle school. And then once I got into high school, I started getting really serious about it and putting in more time in practicing and traveling around the state and competing in tournaments. As I started playing summer tournaments, I met a bunch of kids in the Fox Valley area, many of who play college golf right now. We started traveling around the state, and we went down to Indiana and played a couple FCWT events. I love golf because of the competition and the friendships made traveling around and playing different tournaments. I've learned some things from golf, like how to persevere, not give up, get down on yourself when you're having a bad round or a bad day. I consider myself a good student of the game, but I'm always looking forward to learning new shots and learning more about my swing and just becoming a better player. In college, I'm really looking forward to the daily competition at practice with the guys on the team. Being around other guys that really take the game seriously and are trying to get better, improve their game all the time, is really something that's going to help me and motivate me. Thanks for viewing my film. Good luck with the upcoming season, and I hope to hear from you soon.
Hi Coach, my name is Carolyn Barnett Howe. I'm a life member of the PGA of America. My husband and I are both teaching professionals in Northeast Wisconsin. The tape you were about to see is that of Wil Wittmann, an all-state player that we have worked with for the past 4 years. Here I have a profile picture of Willie's swing. We just start out with a full swing for you to view. I typically, when I do college films, I start with a wedge or a 9-iron and then work my way up, and then I'll show you a front view as well. I like Willie's posture. He's got a very athletic stance. I've put some lines here so that you can see his swing plane. I'll slow it down in a bit so that you can see how his hands stay on plane and then he returns to the plane on the way down. There we go. Shaft meets the plane. He sets it. I like his club face there. I love that drop down move. And then he returns it right on plane and right on through. Coach, I can show you fundamentals, and I think Willie's are strong and he has a beautiful swing, but I wish I could show you attitude on a film, because Willie is one of those people that has competed against bigger, stronger players for most of his high school career, and day in and day out, he's just beaten those people. Now he's 6'2", he's strong, he's got a great short game, but he's still got that great competitive spirit. When he plays, I don't think he sees obstacles so much as he sees challenges. I think that's why he's successful. He's never been a woe-is-me player. He's just been this wily competitor that stacks up against any competition that you bring to him. Alright, this is a picture of Willie with his driver, and I'm going to slow it down at various points so that you can check out his positions. I like his balance. Again, I like his posture. And he's got that trademark drop-down move on his transition that I actually like. When you see him here next to Nick Faldo, there are a lot of similarities, and I'm going to draw the lines in the spine angle right there. So I think he sets himself behind the ball well. Nick's got his hips turned. I think maybe Willie's are a little over-rotated, and then the shoulder turned behind the ball. And then the line, you can draw a line from the left foot to the top of the hand through the shoulder, and that should be a pretty straight line. And they both fit that very nicely. Willie's at parallel, Nick's a little short of it. Willie's club face is parallel to his hands, so I think his grip is very solid. Nick goes with a flat wrist at the top, Willie goes with a cupped one. So now we're going to move into his transition move on the way down, and the move that we've been working on with Willie is to try to clear the hips so that the left arm can fire through and stay straight. Here he's set up with a hybrid. He gets that nice line, you draw a straight line from his left foot to his hands, and the left arm breaks down a tad, but not really enough to affect his ball flight. Here's a split screen with Steve Stricker. You can see where Willie's hips actually push a little bit towards the target, and I think he's a tad over-rotated. Bring Willie down to this position. Again, his left arm's a little bit flexed, but not badly so. And then he'll come through in a nice finish, pretty similar to Steve's. At 6'2", Willie's got plenty of power. 4 years ago, however, Willie was 5'6", and he was very competitive in his class. He was competitive largely because he played a complete game. He had a very astute short game. He had great command of his wedges. So Willie, regardless of whether he hit it long or short, could always score. And now that he's 6'2" and can move it as far as any of the other kids in the state, he really has a complete game. So here we've got him swinging 3/4 and half wedges, and he really excels in this area. Here he's hitting just that typical greenside flop shot, and not only is he technically good with these, but he has confidence in these shots. And here I'm just showing you greenside pitch shots. And this is a tight lie. Willie releases his hands a lot on these shots, and I've played up and down games with him for hours. He's got great command of that shot. I've included this indoor shot of Willie swinging. This was the work that we did this past winter during his junior year, and we were working on clearing his hips and keeping that left arm flowing straight through. And he did a great job of it, but it is the area that he has to work on. Willie is one of the finest putters in Northeast Wisconsin. It goes along with the rest of his short game, and it is why he's an all-state player. Coach, you may look at his resume and say what happened there his junior year. It was a tough beginning for Willie. Even though he did qualify for state, he had surgery just shortly before state, and then the week of state, he came up with shingles. In typical Willie fashion, he didn't complain. He didn't make any excuses. He just continued to play, and by midsummer at the Arrowhead Invitational for the WPGA, he took fourth amongst all the best players in the state. He had a great qualifying for the WSGA State Am. He was the low junior in the tournament, so he battled back. Was it disappointing? Yes, but it doesn't tell the full story of Willie's character. Willie is going to be a terrific college player. He's going to be a great teammate. He's someone that you're going to want to have on your team.